Hello and good afternoon. Well, it's afternoon right now. The most important thing is that your brain has no idea what's real and what's imaginary. So, when we actually are focusing on something, for instance, if you're focusing on something which is very bad is in terms of it's sad, it's depressing, it's awkward, it's uneasy, uncomfortable. So our brain starts to imagine things that kind of associates with the feeling of sadness and with the feeling of depression, frustration, anxiety, feeling down, feeling low. So, in order to overcome that kind of a situation, we must know how to master this servant that is called the brain. I said this a million times, and I'm sure that you guys must have read it a million times as well. That the brain is a beautiful servant, but it's a terrible master. And how you can manipulate your brain into thinking of something good is simply by doing one small little thing, and that is visualization. See, when I initiated this talk, I actually said that our brain is not fully aware that what is real and what is imaginary. So when you start thinking about something which makes you feel good, something which is fulfilling, something which is your short-term or a long-term goal, and you visualize it, not just visualize it, but actually visualize yourself achieving it, that is going to have a profound impact on your overall persona. See, people ask me all the time that you deliver a lot of public speeches, and we never actually saw you feeling anxious or weird, or you're coming across as someone who's kind of struggling to put their point across in front of a larger crowd. Well, how do you do that? And the answer to that is very simple. I visualize myself delivering an amazing talk. Not once, twice, but at least 50 times in my brain. That visual impact is so strong because if I keep doing it for 50 times, it becomes reality. And I'm not just saying it, this is not something which is extracted from the book and is theoretical. There is no substance to it because I have done it and I do this all the time. So the power of visualization is unbelievable. If you really want to make a difference, and if you really want to make sure that you are going to feel great about something, especially when you're feeling low, especially when you've been rejected from, let's say, a job offer, an investor has actually declined your proposition, you wanted to improve your grades as well, but for some odd reason why you can't do that. Start visualizing yourself achieving your goal. Not just visualize it as an achieving, but visualize it as you've achieved it. For example, one of my ultimate goals is to have a Porsche from 1968, the Targa, the 911. And I don't visualize it that, one day I'm going to have that. No, I visualize it that I have it and it's parked right out there. That's it. So that feeling, that kind of a thought that initiates something which is so unbelievably brilliant, that rather than me saying, oh no, that car is going to cost me 200 million, for example. Now 200 billion is a staggering amount, especially in this situation right now. But for me, I don't say that I can't afford it, It's very easy because when you see something expensive, for example, you see something expensive in a store. Now, there are two situations in front of you, and that's where you are going to master your servant, which is the brain. So your brain indicates that, oh no, it's too expensive. When you say it's too expensive, your brain immediately stops to be creative. You can just simply say it. I'll show it to you right now. This is a pen. It costs 200 billion rupees. So you can immediately say to yourself, oh no, it's too expensive. I can't afford it. Reverse that thing, and now when I place this in front of you and I say it's 200 million, instead of saying I can't afford it, you simply say, how can I afford it? When you say how can I afford it, the word how triggers something which is super creative, and now your brain starts to think and function, okay, how can you afford this particular product? Very important. So the power of visualization is just unbelievable. You look at and observe and even interview these world-class performers and ask them how do they make sure that they actually perform to the best of their abilities and make world records or to get gold medals. And they'll tell you one thing which is so common between all these world record holders is they always visualize themselves as they have achieved that goal. Very important. So whenever you're feeling down, sad, low, immediately visualize yourself in your ideal place. I know it's very difficult, and you probably would say it's easier said than done. I never said that it's going to be easy. And if world class was easy, everybody would be doing it. So if you want to do world class, then you gotta have that element in you that the entire world is not doing and some people are doing it. Because if you do what everyone else is doing, then you'll end up having what everyone else is having, which is below average life. There's no harm in that, in having a below average life. Below average life has no problem. But the problem is when you yourself know that you can achieve above average, but you are somewhere in the below average one. It's going to trigger a lot of frustration in you. You'll probably stay depressed, frustrated, anxious, and always feel agitated as well at the same time. So in order to overcome that, you just need to do one thing, and that is to visualize yourself as you have achieved your ultimate goal in life. Simple as that. So I wish you nothing but well, and stay healthy, stay happy, and all the best. Thank you.